scary. Scary. If you just drop in, run away, and leave whoever's behind to deal with the mess. That's how you do it.
Right.
That's how you try.
It is August 1st. No, it is not. It is August 2nd. I lie. Yeah. Hold that thought. Hi. Let's try that again. Welcome to August's vlog. It is now August 3rd. Yeah. Alright, so today I am wrapping up, getting ready for vlog. I am currently eating breakfast, or getting breakfast ready, rather, because my husband has scolded me and told me I need to take care of myself. Which he is correct, I do need to take care of myself. I have a tendency to skip right past meals, not because I don't get hungry, I get very hungry, not because I don't like food. I love food, but just because I get busy, and then I'm like, oh, I'll do that in a minute, oh, I'll do that in a minute, oh, I'll do it in a minute, and then next thing you know, it's like almost dinner time, and then it's like, oh. So, I've cut up some fruit, and I've got some toast going, and then I'm gonna paint and organize and take inventory-ish, sort of. I've got so much stuff to go through. So yeah, that's what I've got going on today.
Be here at my shoulder, be here at my side, be here when the cold night falls and in the morning light. Be here in the autumn when all the colors call. Be the burning memory of all the summers gone. Be here every morning, be the calm I feel, be the beauty I behold, all the days I'm here. Be here to remind me of all the goodness I have known. Be the heart that holds on tight, don't let me let it go.
Just a quick little PSA. If you have any like kielbasa sausage like that, yeah, it's not meant to be sliced up like this and put raw into pasta salads and any other type of salad. It's disgusting. Been to a couple of events recently where it's just been sliced and thrown in. It is not salami, people. It is cooked, yes, but it's more like a hot dog. You wouldn't serve a hot dog chopped up and in a salad, would you? No. So don't put your kielbasa sausages raw in a salad, please. That's what salami is for. Gross. Hello. Today is August 10th. I almost said July. Oh, it's been a minute, I feel like, since I've talked because I've been busy. We had vacation and then we came home and it was just non-stop Focus. Non-stop preparation for Flock Fiber Festival, which is now done. Thank goodness. It was an amazing experience, but it was very exhausting preparing for that. So that's done, thankfully. Now my house is a hot mess because I just did YouTube recording and I did a bunch of laundry. So yeah, and then this weekend, so today's Thursday. Tomorrow, hot. Obviously, it's supposed to be hot. Tomorrow, we are doing our youth group summer camp out thing, which is our first one. The kids have wanted to do a camp, but we don't have enough youth within our church to do like a full camp. So we're just doing, plus my husband, oh my gosh, ew, the sunflowers are pooping on my couch. Gross. Okay, I'll deal with that later. Plus my husband can't really take any more time off of work to take a week to go do a full camp. So, and we're not like paid youth leaders, so it's not like we can just take time off to go do this. So we have that. There are a couple of kids who want to pull an all-nighter, which would mean Josh and I have to pull an all-nighter. So we'll see. If we get to a certain point, though, I think Josh and I might have to say, okay, guys, it's time for bed. We have tents and stuff we're going to set up. We have a different location we're doing it. We're not doing it at our house. So tomorrow afternoon, I have to go over there to set things up, set tents up, prepare a movie screen. Yeah. But I'd like to at least go to bed, but I wouldn't like to stay up any later than 3. Even that sounds literally like a nightmare. My husband was like, are you going to be okay? Even when we were teenagers, you hated staying up late. I'm like, yes, I did, because I like my sleep. I think in my life I've pulled 2 all-nighters, 3 all-nighters. 2 or 3, something like that. And I hated it so much. They were literally the worst things in the world. So I'm really hoping they all change their mind on that. Then Saturday, the day after this all-nighter thing that hopefully will not happen, we are going to my in-laws, my sister and brother-in-laws, my brother's sister. You see where my brain's at? My husband's sister's house. Because my brother-in-law's parents are going to be in town. It's going to be interesting because there is a language barrier there. They are Korean. They're from South Korea. They're currently coming from Kenya because they're missionaries in Kenya. So they're coming from Kenya. But yeah, there's that language barrier there. So it's going to be very interesting. But I'm excited to meet them. It's going to be really cool because, you know, I'm always asking my brother, oh, how's your parents and stuff? So now we can actually put, like, faces to their names and stuff and get to meet them. I don't know how much, chatting we're going to do because my brother-in-law is also not super fluent in Korean. My brain is so freaking fried right now. This whole weekend, like last weekend, fried my brain. So looking forward to this weekend is, like, pre-frying it even more. But anyways, so we have that Saturday night, which is going to be fun. And then Sunday, we have church. And then after that, somebody is having like a big summer bash thing at their house. So I'm already exhausted just thinking about it. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure as of right now, the following weekend, we have nothing. I'm hoping it stays that way, but we'll see. Right now, I'm enjoying a little bit of peace and quiet. However, it's going to end shortly. My kiddos are at their grandma's, and then my husband is in the office today, so it is so quiet. minus the cat. I was recording some YouTube videos, and the cat kept coming out and meowing very loudly, which she never comes out during the day. Because it's quiet and nobody is here, she's decided to venture out and make a lot of noise. So, but yeah, I think I'm going to sit for my last, what do I have? 45 minutes. I'm going to sit and watch a YouTube video or two and knit and enjoy that last teeny itty bitty bit of peace and quiet, because then the kids will come home, have a little bit of quiet time, and then we're going over to my mom's. And then when I leave my mom's, I then need to go to the store, get some stuff for this weekend, then come home, make dinner, bedtime. So I'm going to go enjoy that little bit of quiet time I have left for my day. Today is August 13th. I am outside because it's pretty out here and I have pretty flowers, so I thought I'd come sit next to them. Plus it's kind of loud in the house. We've got a bunch of fans going because it's kind of hot, and for the most part the neighbors aren't usually out in their yards, so I am very self-conscious and I don't like the idea of my neighbors coming out and finding me recording myself, because you know what's more millennial than sitting and chatting to your camera. And I am surrounded by people who are not millennials, so just, yeah. But we have made it through our crazy busy weekend, which is very nice to be through that, because, yeah, we had the youth camp out, which was very good. We had 10 kids, which is great. Again, we have our church is very small, so 10 kids is a good amount for us. And yeah, they had a lot of fun. We played a bunch of games. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the YouTube channel Good Mythical Morning. They do a lot of like food challenge type things. So we did one where they tried the name brand and generic brands of certain foods, and then we did a challenge where I think it's called Gut Reaction or something like that, where they try a bunch of different types of the same brand. Like we did Reese's, so we tried all the different types of Reese's. Well, we did 13 different types, not all the types, because there are a lot of Reese's foods out there. So yeah, they were so like done by the time we hit like 6 or 7. They were like, ugh, how many more are there? Even me, like, I wasn't participating. I was serving them, and as I was serving them, my stomach was starting to go, ooh, this is gross. But yeah, it went really good. They stayed up until 3:15ish, and then I think once we were pretty sure that they were all asleep, Josh and I finally went, and we passed out under the stars in chairs next to the campfire. It was a very unrestful sleep. Yes, I know I'm buying flowers. He slept much better than I did. I kept waking up constantly. One, because I kept stretching my feet out onto like the edge of the like campfire, and I kept waking up freaked out that I was going to burn my feet. And then also to stoke the fires, we didn't freeze. And then like waking up because I was sore because I was falling asleep in weird positions, or waking up and like, where the heck am I? So yeah, and waking up sure like, is everybody okay? Is everybody safe? But it went really good. I'm tired still. We came home and Josh throughout yesterday took 3 different naps. I almost took one. I fell asleep and was asleep for maybe about 10 minutes. And there was noises in the house, so I woke up because I'm a light sleeper. So, and then we had dinner at my in-laws to meet my brother-in-law's parents, which I think I had mentioned. They're from Korea, but they're missionaries in Kenya. So they brought us some Kenyan and Korean goodies, which was very sweet of them. They did not need to do that, but it was very kind. They got the kids Toblerone. His father was very clear with us. This is for the children. So the kids got some Toblerone, and then they had some macadamia nuts that were from Africa. And then there was a Kenyan coffee and a black Kenyan tea, which I had some of that this morning. It was really good. And then his mom got me some moisturizer from Korea. If you've never had Korean like cosmetics, they are so much better than the stuff we have here in the US, like so much better. So this is what she got me. Now some of you are probably like, very not into beauty stuff. I'm not super into beauty stuff, but their things in Korea are just so much better. And it doesn't want to focus on it. It's got a whole bunch of like really good, like, you know, more natural ingredients. There's another company that has Korean cosmetic products that I purchased from. I'm very tired. Words are difficult. It's called April Skin. Really like their like dark spot removal. Really good. But yeah, that was really nice. They were very nice. Didn't get to talk to them a whole bunch. His father did speak more English than what I thought he did, and his mom spoke a little bit. And yeah, then today we had church, and then we then had a party after that. So I'm very tired. But because we've been out and about, I've gotten a lot of knitting done on my travel knitting project. Let me just finish this stitch real quick here, and I will show you. I have my 2x2 rib hat that I've been working on. I think it's literally called 2x2. It's by Anne G on Ravelry. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I want more. I have a 2x2 ribbed hat that I love, but I want more in different colors. So working on that, and then I also want to knit one for my mom, and then one for Josh, and then another one for me, and then probably another one for my mom. I'm just gonna probably always have a hat on the needles from here on, which is okay. I've been enjoying hats as a small project. Haven't been enjoying socks recently, which is okay. Last year I knit a lot of socks, so it goes in waves. And then my cardigan is growing like crazy. I just cast this on a couple days ago, and I've barely had time to actually knit on this, so the fact that I've made this far with minimal knitting is great. It's also on 5mm needles though, so everything I've been knitting has been on tiny needles lately, because I've been knitting with a lot of fingering or very tight gauge DKs. So yeah, I love this texture it has. It's very bright out here. I first tried to do this recording in my bedroom, which was very dark, so my camera's probably like, what the heck? Pick an in-between spot. But I was sad. I got, while I was at Flock, I bought I traded for the Hello Lavender Flock set. I brought my knitting with me to the youth night, and I think my bag got stepped on because I had my bag by the fire, and the yellow flower, the yellow accent marker, I think got stepped on because it was literally like crushed into multiple pieces, which like the clay is like, you shouldn't like, you know, try and snap it, but you know, if it gets stepped on by somebody, it's going to probably disintegrate. And it disintegrated, so you know, it's fine. So go away. What do you want? No. I was gonna turn the camera to him, but so yeah, I put a different one on there for right now. I want something that's brighter yellow though, because all the markers I have on here are brighter colors, except for this muted yellow, but it's fine. I'm just a little sad because it's a brand new set and I really liked the yellow flower and I was dead. So, but I'm loving this project. I'm very happy with it. Anyways, I'm gonna go sit and knit and either watch or edit a YouTube video. So anyways, we will see you next time. Hey, it is Monday the 14th. It is going to be 90 something degrees. I think last I looked it said 91. And then tomorrow's supposed to be 92, so it's supposed to be hot. We're a bunch of Was he here in Washington, Western Washington? We don't like the heat. At least natives usually don't like it. I don't like it. I love the sunshine. The sunshine is amazing, but the heat, not so much. I'm already feeling lightheaded and I get very dizzy and nauseous when it's hot. So it's not my favorite. So I'm trying to make sure I stay hydrated. And I'm trying to keep the house cool. We'll see how that goes. I told Josh though for tomorrow, because we have a roasting group at our house, that we need to move the AC unit to the living room because it's just too hot in our house. So we have like one of those like units, like just a one room unit that you put in your window, and it's got like this big box thing. We usually have that in our family room because that's where we hang out in the evenings, and that room just gets stuffy hot. The rest of the house I can kind of keep cooler. Like right now, I say cooler. It is cooler than like the outside, but it is still warm. It is currently 77 degrees in my living room. So yeah, it's gonna get warm in here, and it's only 12:30. So yeah, it's gonna get warm. Ma. I was gonna make some jam today, but that's not happening. I'm just gonna freeze the berries. I was like thinking, you know what, I'm just gonna make it happen. No, because I don't want to heat up my house more than necessary. So I'll do that later this week or next week. Berries aren't going anywhere in the freezer. And then I have some cleaning to do. I'm gonna work on some work things. I need to answer some emails. And then I just want to sit and knit. I just don't have the energy to really work. I just kind of want to knit. And that's okay. It's been a long time since I've done that, so I can allow myself to have a day where or a chunk of time, I shouldn't say a day, because I've done that a few times this week. But yeah, I said I was giving myself a whole week off, which I guess that would have been last week. We'll do 2 weeks. Also, my mouth is waking up. I went to the dentist. I had a filling fixed. I had a filling like every time I'd floss. And when I pulled it out, it felt like I was going to pop my filling out. And they looked and they're like, well, we've had that tooth on watch for a while, so why don't we just go ahead and fix the filling entirely? And I was like, you know what? That's fine. It's an old filling from a dentist who did garbage work. I've had to have so many teeth fixed that they originally had done because they just didn't clean the teeth properly. I've had so many fillings, like with enormous cavities underneath them because they weren't treated properly. But sure enough, they popped this little filling out and it was decaying underneath it. So I'm very happy that I decided to tell him, yeah, let's just fix it, because otherwise my tooth would have continued to have decayed underneath. So, and of course, like the x-rays like didn't catch it because it was just starting. So whatever. So my mouth is like in that tingly waking up phase. That's not pleasant. It drives me crazy. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna get to doing a few things, I guess. It is warm in here. We had the AC unit in this room earlier, but my husband is roasting in the bedroom, so he stole the AC unit in there, which is totally fine. It was warmer in there, but now my house is a hot mess. Got the nephews, so yeah. You gonna go this way? Go ahead. You show us which way to go, Lincoln. working on the chairs because I need to make dinner. But I have the first one is made. It's making me realize I really need to paint my walls because the other chairs have scraped the walls so much, and these ones are lower. But I need to make dinner because then I have to go down into the field behind our house for an HOA meeting. We have a pretty low-key type HOA here. Like, it's really inexpensive. It basically just goes to maintaining that field. But we haven't had a meeting in 3 years, since before COVID. So there's lots of stuff, I'm sure, to be chatted about, whatever. Also, I have some questions about this giant thing of blackberries behind our house. So, and I have a payment to make because they didn't charge us last year for our HOA dues. So, make dinner, go to a HOA meeting, come back, make my husband and I dinner, and then sit. I might not make my second chair until tomorrow. It's probably not going to happen until tomorrow, but that's okay because I now realize I need to paint. That's not going to happen this week, but it makes me want to paint now. But yeah, dinner time. Sitting in my new chair. Really like it. It's actually pretty comfy. I also ended up becoming secretary for our HOA. I went into it knowing that they were going to be looking for new board members because it said so in the letter for the meeting. Only 6 households of the 61 showed up, and they're like, we need people because otherwise we can't vote on things as a board. And they're like, we need to fill the secretary position and the vice president position. And basically the secretary only has to take notes at meetings. And I'm like, okay, is that like a guaranteed all I have to do is take notes? And they're like, yes. I was like, okay, fine. Like, as long as that's all it is, because, well, I have so much stuff going on in life. Like, I can't do anything other than that. Like, I'm not taking on any other role. And they only have 1 to 2 meetings a year plus the annual, like, neighborhood meeting. So it's not too bad. I can make that work. I can make 2, maybe 3 meetings a year work. That's all right. I can take notes. Yeah, that's how my evening went. Also, it was only supposed to be like a half hour to like 45-minute long meeting. It was an hour and a half. There was one lady who kept asking a bunch of slightly irritating questions. But yeah. I'm tired. I really like this chair. And I'm very happy I have new chairs. It's just, it looks nice. I can't wait to build the second one, but I'm not doing that right now. I'm gonna go grab my knitting and my laptop and go sit down in the family room. And then we have to wake up early tomorrow to go to my parents' house. I'm gonna help make salsa with my mom. And then Josh is gonna help my dad with some firewood stuff. So, hey, Cat. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna go do that now. August 19th. Oh, I'm so tired. I just have no motivation today. I did a little painting and a tiny bit of work stuff, but otherwise I've just sat. Done a lot of looking at my phone, which is annoying, and I really don't like it when I have days like that. Haven't really knit a whole lot. Just feeling Which kind of brings me to my recap of July, which I forgot I never did. I said I was going to do, but then I didn't. So, think I mentioned, I don't know, I haven't edited July's video yet, that my mom wasn't doing so good there for a week. She had some issues and swelling with her eye, which I think was an allergic reaction to one of her immunotherapy drugs. So thankfully, since then they cut that one out and she's not had that reaction since. Thank goodness. But it was a rough week. She was not doing good. It was hard to watch her go through that. But the next week we went on our beach trip. And it was a lovely trip. It was absolutely fabulous. However, the depression kind of set in. I have, since my mom's been diagnosed, kind of been, not in denial, I just, put up walls so I don't have to deal with, the emotions and stuff, because I like to, make sure everybody else is, taken care of and all this other stuff, and I just, and then with all that stuff that was going on with my mom, I just stayed super busy with working and stuff, so that way I wasn't thinking about it when I was at home, trying to just block it out. Well, then we went on our beach trip, and it all caught up with me, so I kind of had to do a lot of faking it, which I guess wasn't really working. According to my husband, several of our family members were like, "Is she okay?" So yeah, and now, that flock is done, just kind of, I've been staying busy with some things, but I don't have, specific directions in mind. I feel kind of aimless. I have a bunch of ideas and things I want to do, but I need to get it on paper and set a plan for myself. Well, hello. Because, yeah, I just feel kind of aimless and unsure what to do next, and I need purpose and direction. Otherwise, I have a feeling I'm just going to stay in this mood. So, yeah. It's almost like when you have, after you have a baby, if you've ever had a child, it's not postpartum depression, but the baby blues that you get the first, you can get the first few weeks after you have a baby. I had the baby blues with my third kiddo. I think maybe a little bit my second one. I don't remember now. I know I've experienced it twice. I don't remember if it was the first or the second one. Ow, your claws. But that's kind of how my mood has been today. Just kind of, not depressed, but just blue. I feel kind of blue. Anyways. July was kind of a month. Didn't enjoy it. August has been pretty good so far. I mean, we're halfway through it, and I'm feeling okay. Except for today. But it's been good. I just need to, again, give myself a clear, pointed direction. Something to work towards. That way I don't feel so jumbled and aimless. But one of the things that really brightened my day was I got this in the mail. So this is Cut and Paste magazine. I don't remember how I discovered this, but I think I discovered it last year, and I was like, ooh, this is a really cool idea. It's a magazine full of just artwork, and then there's usually one like creator spotlight in it, and the rest of it's just art. But the cool thing about the art is it is in here, like this is, say, an 8x10. Well, on the other side of this page is another 8x10. So you can cut this out and you can have a picture to put in a frame or on your wall or whatever, and it's double-sided, so you don't have to worry about cutting another cool picture in half, like, so if you could display one and then the other later on. But yeah, and it's printed on really nice, like, thick paper and stuff. I really like it. I have this one as well. But this one I submitted to and had one of my paintings accepted. So here I am, printed and published. How cool is that? Yeah, so I submitted, I think, 8 different paintings for the magazine. This wasn't my first pick, but I really like that one too. I like the colors. I think the colors are really cool and such. And it's just really cool to have like my painting in something, and you know, people maybe hanging it on their walls, whatever. I don't like the idea of cutting these up. I like having them almost like, you know, cool things to have like on the coffee table for people to look at. But yeah, I'm really excited to be a part of it. I did just submit drawings for the next issue of Cut and Paste. Then they follow themes. So like this one was, the theme was quiet. This one, the theme was vibrant. The next one's theme is black and white. So I submitted a bunch of my drawings because I've done a lot of like pen and ink drawings over the years. So I submitted some of those. Hold on. I didn't do a July garden update, so here we are in August when things are pretty much wrapped up. My green beans are done. Unfortunately, they kind of happened during our vacation. So right now I'm just letting them dry up, and then I'll collect the seeds. Somehow there's a black bean that ended up over here, which is very okay, because those I can actually harvest and then use, you know, for dried beans, which would be awesome. My carrots are going strong. So many carrots. The kids and I have been eating them fresh a lot. Josh doesn't like carrots, so I don't usually cook with them too much, but I will freeze some for the kids and I in winter. I have a ground cherry that is doing amazing. I've eaten some of the ground cherries off of here. They're basically like a tomatillo. And you actually want them to end up on the ground. That's when they're ripe. And ta-da! They are so freaking delicious. Sorry. Eating that ground cherry. Zucchini are pretty much like wrapped up. There's a couple of zucchini on there that are like turning weird colors and stuff. Like they were pollinated and grew. I don't know what the deal is. I have some dried beans that I just kind of, you know, never put a string up for. So, yeah. These are pinto beans. So they, yeah. I will come out and find what's in here. There's not a whole lot in here. I will find what's in there once they finish drying up, and then I'll collect those. I also have the scarlet runner beans, which I should have had a whole bunch of. However, they've been infested, and I didn't realize it. They've been infested with stink bugs. Let's see if I can find, well, I mean, they're literally all over the whole freaking plants. But there are stink bugs all over it, which I thought they were harmless. Turns out not so much. They literally suck the juices out of the vegetation, which happen to be my freaking beans. So look at, all of them are like shriveled up and nothing. So yeah, I'm actually going to just rip this out. Well, I'm going to spray it with neem oil, because I guess neem oil works against stink bugs. I'm going to spray it with neem oil and then rip them out, because at this point there's not really a whole lot of beans on it, thanks to those. My sunflowers are doing amazing. They're freaking fabulous. I don't have, though, I planted a whole bunch of dark sunflowers and there are none, so I don't know what the deal is there. But I have all of my cutie little teddy bear ones. Well, this one's not a teddy bear. This one is something else. I don't remember what this is. It's, I think, a cross between a teddy bear and something. This one here is the teddy bear, which this one is probably one of my favorites. And then the calendula is about done. Still got some blooms on there, but I've got some that I'm, you know, letting go to seed so I can collect seeds for next year. My Queen Anne's lace did pretty good for just being one plant. I don't know if it's a perennial or an annual. I'm gonna have to look that up so I know if I need to gather seeds or not, or if it's just gonna come back next year. I've got my zinnias, which are super cute. And then this is a chocolate Queen Anne's lace, which hasn't fully opened yet, so it's not quite, you can't quite see the chocolatiness of it. This one you can kind of see the chocolatiness coming out on it, but I'm really excited about that. Again, need to look up if it's an annual or perennial. Then I've got my orange cosmos, which the cosmos have gone to seed, so I've been collecting seeds from them. I'm very excited about that. And then my sweet peas are about done. I've got certain branches of them tagged for seed collecting, like over here. I've got, you know, a tag that says like it's got, you know, the burgundy and purple blooms on it. Over here we've got one that is white and lavender. Or no, that's just the white flower, lavender edges. So I've got them marked so I can separate some of the seeds out, but then also I'll just collect the rest of them and then have a packet of mixed seeds. my tomatoes are gone bonkers. This cage over here has fallen over because the tomato bush was too big. I'm gonna have to figure out something for the tomatoes next year that's just bigger and stronger, because yeah. And I've been out here daily picking tomatoes, and it's just constantly pumping them out. I love this tomato variety. They are so good. This again is the Juliet tomato variety. So yeah, there's those guys. I have a bunch in my fridge, which I was gonna make salsa today, but I think it's probably gonna happen tomorrow because I just have a bit of house things and some business admin things I need to do today, what have you. Over here are my pumpkins and spaghetti squash. I already harvested my spaghetti squash, and then I ended up with a couple more pumpkins, and I thought this little guy over here surprised me. He's really cute. And then got some turning orange over here. I'm super excited about it. I've never grown pumpkins at my own house. I've grown pumpkins when I was younger at my parents' place, but never my own pumpkins. Look at how itty bitty this pumpkin is. It's supposed to be a sugar pumpkin, but it's like teeny. Like, look at that next to my hand. It's so itty bitty. And then there's a spaghetti squash over here, which has like this weird like vine split thing going on. I don't know what the deal is, but I'll harvest it and, you know, cut it open, see if it's edible. So these are about done. I need to, I think, just cut the pumpkins off and then rip out the plants, because the plants are about spent. It's kind of been really dry and gross here. It's currently smoky as can be. I've got a pepper over here. I just harvested some, I don't know what kind of pepper it is. Somebody gave me the plant and said, it's a hot pepper. So I don't know. I got my basil. I planted that full of basil, and then a child knocked it over. And there's one whole basil plant left in there. So yeah, that makes me a little sad, but whatever. Got this basil, which has been going strong all summer. I've really enjoyed having that. And then my flower garden, which desperately, desperately needs a clean out. The lavender needs to get cut back. The mint and stuff needs to get cut back. I've got my black eye Susans and echinacea going strong. Need to collect some more petals for tea and some more leaves. And then, yeah, it just needs a clean. I also have some poppies I need to collect seeds from. Just a lot of gardening that needs to happen, but it's been too hot. And now it's smoky. So yeah, I'm only out for a minute, and then I'm gonna go back inside so I'm not breathing in this really fabulous air. But yeah, that's the garden as of August 2023. Woohoo! Make sure I've got big plants, guys. Big plants. I kind of want to do 2 more beds. One right there and another there. To kind of like 2, 4, 6. My husband's like, but where are the kids going to play? I'm like, they play mainly in the tree. And then we have a friggin' field behind our house. Like, they've got like almost a 3-acre yard to play in. So, yeah, there's that. So why not fill up our yard with garden? There's the garden. 7th. I am home alone because the kiddos went with, hold on, here we go. The kiddos went with Josh to go to the fair, which is like a fun little dad-kid thing they get to go do. So I have the house to myself for a little bit, which is nice, and it is peaceful. It is messy though, so I'm going to spend some time cleaning just because I can't really relax when there's messes everywhere. It's not too messy. It's not too messy, but it could be cleaner. But yeah. I went to leave the church though this morning because Josh took our family car to go to the fairgrounds, and he left our like commuter like car, and I went to go leave and my keys weren't in my bag like they usually are. Then I remembered, oh yeah, he used it to put his guitar in the car. So I called him. I was like, what'd you do with the keys? I can't find them. He's like, I put them by our spot, like it's in our seat. And I was like, they're not. I tore apart my bag and I've lifted my bag and there's nothing else in our section. And he was very insistent that they were. I was like, okay, well, did you lock the car? Because, yeah, there's no keys. And he's like, I always lock the car. So I went out there, car was locked, and I was like, okay, I can't find the keys. And he was insistent that, you know, it wasn't in the trunk. He even was like, somebody stole our keys. I was like, stole our keys from our spot and then didn't take the car? That makes no sense. Why would somebody do that? And he's like, just, like, I wouldn't have done that. So thankfully, my father is a tow truck driver and he has an unlock kit. So he was able to come and rescue me. Thanks, Dad. He unlocked the car and lo and behold, there are the keys in the trunk. I call him and I was like, hey, guess where the keys were? He's like, where? They were in the trunk. No, they weren't. Yeah, they were, actually. It's like, I can't believe I did that. I was like, yeah, I can't believe you did either. So yeah, that's how my time alone started. But we went to an Ed Sheeran concert last night. That was pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of concerts. I get very claustrophobic, and I don't like loud music. I don't like loudness, like, at all. So I don't like loud music. I don't like crowds, but it was really cool to see him. I really enjoy his music. It would have been cool to see him in a smaller venue, just because his music is kind of designed for that type of thing, like sit at a table and like drink something and sing along with them, like not jumping and bouncing and, you know, singing along to his songs. I mean, he's got some good sing-along songs, but they're not like, you know, party concert-like songs. They did have Khalif. He was the opener, and then he came out and sang, oh my word, I want to say Beautiful People. Is that right? I think so. I don't remember. I'm so bad at song names as well. But then Macklemore came out because he's local to here, and I guess he's friends with Ed Sheeran's. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We went with my husband's sisters and their partner's husband and boyfriend. So yeah, it was fun. Hello. It's Monday the 28th. I feel like I've been busy. Not sure what I've done. This morning was up very early. I woke up at 5 something. Got out of bed at like 6:15ish, 6:30, something like that. But I was moving and I was going, but I can't quite pin down what I did from 6:30ish on up to about 10:30. I don't know what I did. After that, I can tell you what I did. I went to somebody's house, picked some green beans so I can freeze some green beans because mine did not do very good this year. I kind of neglected them, though, to be fair. And then came home and then went wine tasting with my sister and friend. And even though I was like, wasn't feeling it, like I said, day of, happy I went and happy I did it. Now I'm tired. I have a little bit of a headache because wine tends to give me a headache. We went to 2 different locations for the tasting. I only participated in one of the tastings because I was the driver. And even at the one tasting, I told the guy, like, half those amounts you're giving them, like, drop it. Not so much, please. First place was great. I mean, no, I didn't like every wine. There were some that were good, and then others I was like, not my thing. There was one that I really liked, but it was like, I mean, it's not that expensive, but it was $48 for a bottle. It's a little outside my budget. I'm a $20 max kind of wine gal. I really like Josh Wines. I like their cab. It's pretty good. But second place, like, okay, so the first place, wines were pretty good. The gentleman came out and gave us like kind of a rundown of each wine, this backstory of why they made it this way, how they made it, what to expect from that specific wine, you know, usual stuff. The venue was beautiful. The bathroom was like, it was like kind of an odd open, like unisex type bathroom. Like it was like a big communal like sinks, and then there was like individual bathroom stalls, but like with doors that went all the way to the ground, which is nice. But it was a gorgeous bathroom. Oh my gosh, it was so pretty. I felt weird going in though. I was like, wait, hold on. I went out, I was like, it just says restrooms. I'm gonna assume this is a unisex restroom. And then I came out and there was a gentleman in there. I was like, oh my gosh, did I go into the wrong one? And then I went out and looked at the plaque on the wall. I was like, oh, it's a unisex bathroom. We're good. I didn't go into the wrong bathroom. It's fine. But the second winery we went to, or the tasting place we went to, not as good. I mean, I didn't participate in that one anyways. I just said just the two of them. But I did like take like a sip out of like two. I think I tried two of the ones that my sister had. But she didn't give any story or like anything on the wine. She would come out, okay, this is this one. It has like a faint aroma of this, and then would leave. Oh, okay. There was one, she literally just said the name of the wine and that was it. So it was kind of like, oh, this one doesn't have as much of experience as the other one. And the wines were not very good. Not very good. But they can't all be winners, right? But that one had good food. It was right next to like an little Italian restaurant, so we got some little appetizers, which was good. So yeah, that was fun. Now I have to make dinner, and I don't feel like making dinner because my head hurts from the wine. Me and wine don't get along, but it's tasty. I really like wine. I wish it didn't hate me so much. My body didn't hate it so much. But yeah, I'm gonna make some dinner now and sit with my knitting, because tomorrow is going to be a busy cleaning day, which will then lead into Wednesday, which is going to be a busy work day. So yeah. Also, I did not make this sweater. This is one of my favorite thrift store finds. It's 100% cotton. It's like really nice lace work. It's fabulous. So good. But I just wanted to tell you, I finished my blanket. It is done. All the ends are woven in. It is not blocked because I'm not blocking a blanket. It's going to get tossed like that onto furniture and get squashed and used by people. So I really don't care if it's blocked or not. But it is done. 3+ years in the making.
Be here at my shoulder, be here at my side, be here when the cold night falls and in the morning light, be here in the autumn when all the colors call. Be the burning memory of all the summers gone. be here every morning, be the calm I feel, be the beauty I behold, all the days I'm here. Be here to remind me of all the goodness I have known. Be the heart that holds on tight, don't let me let it go. And I hope you never doubted that I am here to stay, to give you all my love for all my days.
Hello, hello. It is August 31st. Woohoo! Last day of August. I have crazy frizzy hair. I didn't do my hair this morning. I got out of the shower and just I threw this part up and left the bottom part, but then it went wing, wing, wing and was crazy. So I just threw the rest of it up into a ponytail because I can do that now. My hair is long enough. Barely. I mean, look at that thing. It's so cute and teeny. But yeah, I don't know why I'm wearing a towel still. Wow, I'm just like so spacey lately. Holy cow. Yeah, I've been a little out of it, a little more than normal. Like I have a tendency to be a little spacey. It's a cute trait of mine. Not, but it's been a little extra this month. I think ever since vlog, to be honest. And I don't know if it's because I'm just like lacking that direction and purpose and like a lot of distraction, or if it's just I'm super worn out, or if it's some sort of imbalance of something, who knows. But yeah, like so spacey. I left a batch of cookies in the oven. I forgot to set a timer, which that's happened before. But I got into the shower with my bra on, like starting to get my hair wet, and I looked down, I'm like, oh, that's still on me. That's cute. Yeah. Who does that? Who does that? But yeah. Otherwise, it's been I don't know. It's been one of those months where it feels busy, but I'm not really sure what I did. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I did. No, I know what I did. There was a lot of things I did, but it just feels, I felt like at every turn there was something to do, and no breaking from any of it. And that's kind of how we're leading into September, and that's probably why I'm spacey. I'm just kind of like over the craziness of life. Next week, starting homeschooling. Ask me if I'm ready. Kids are ready. They're very excited, which is awesome. And I'm glad they're excited. I am not. Ugh. We also have this week, Saturday. Today's Thursday. We are leaving for a siblings trip. My sister and brother and I and our respective spouses and children and stuff, we all take a little trip. My brother and his wife will not be like staying the night. They'll just be joining us for one of the days to hang out. But like we all just like get a place and we chill, hang out, explore the areas and whatnot. But we're leaving Saturday for that. And I have done nothing for said trip because I forgot it was happening. Like I've known it's been happening. Like I've known in the back of my head, we have this. But it wasn't until yesterday that it kind of dawned on me that, oh, we're leaving this weekend. That's this weekend. Like I need to do some stuff for this trip. So finally today I figured out the meal stuff, which I've asked my sister before about the food. Again, this whole spacey thing. She answered me, but I had no clue what she answered. I obviously zoned out during our conversation. I don't know what happened, but I know she said something about food and doing one of everything. And I was like, I know she said something along those lines. She's doing all the breakfasts, I'm doing all the lunches, and then she's doing a dinner and I'm doing a dinner. That's what's going on. But got that figured out today. And then also just realized, oh yeah, I have a pet. Got one of those things now. I need a pet sitter. At least for one day, because we're only gone for one full day. So I need somebody to just come in and pop in and check on her for the one day. And refill her food and water. So I gotta figure that out. And then haven't packed a single item. Again, I don't like to pack last minute because, well, I mean, we saw how well that worked out for me in July. Not well at all, but that's okay. It's okay. It's only a 2-night trip. It should be just fine. I'm not overly concerned about it. Not overly concerned. It'll be fine. So yeah. I am now going to go make some pizza for dinner. Very much looking forward to that. We haven't had homemade pizza in a minute, so that'll be yummy. And then, which I made homemade sauce, which has tomatoes from the garden, so that'll be amazing. And then also, I did start prepping food for our trip, so I do feel like somewhat put together for that. But I now need to go cut some fruit to go with dinner. Should probably stop chatting. Thanks for watching these vlogs. It's been really fun doing these, and I'm surprised I've made it. We're in August. We're going to be going into September, and I've been consistent this whole time. What? That's crazy. I'm not very consistent with stuff like this, but I've been consistent. I'm very proud of me. Good job, sir. You did. So anyways, I feel very rambly, and so I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching.